Hello everyone, welcome to Tradeland FX Africa Technical Market Outlook for the 9th of September 2022. Let's look at the charts and see what we have for today. First, let's look at Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD is still respecting our trend line as we can see right now. Okay, you can see it's hitting this trend line and respecting it very well. Okay, but let's see what happens. If it doesn't respect it, there's a possibility that we'll have a push to the upside and a retest and a move to the upside. Okay, but on the flip side, if it holds this level, okay, or it respects this trend line, we may have a move to the downside. Okay, we have a move to the downside, and of course we may have it hitting this trend line. And if it does respect this trend line, okay, we have it coming back to the upside and hitting this level of resistance again. Okay, these are the things that may happen. On another way, we can look at it this way, that it may still break below and a retest and a move to the downside. Of course, you have this strong level of support to contend with. Okay, these are things that might happen in Euro USD. Okay, British Pound USD. Okay, what's happening to the British Pound USD right now? British Pound USD, as you can see, is breaking out of our trend line channel. Okay, it's breaking out of this channel, and right now it's still breaking out, so we can't really make out what may happen right now, but it has broken out of this resistance level. Okay, so we may have a retest and a move to the upside. We have areas of resistance to contend with. Okay, these are the areas we are going to be looking out for. Then on the flip side, if it does break out, if it doesn't break out, of course it may still come down to this channel and we see bounce up and still move up to the upside. And if it doesn't hold this area, we will see it plummeting to the downside and of course keep going down. Of course, it has this trend line to contend with at this level of support. So next we are going to be looking at the British Pound Japanese Yen. Okay, let me zoom in. We can see that we have a very big breakout and we have this rally going up. I think let's look at how many pips it has gone. Let's look at how many pips it has gone so far. Okay, let's see. So it has gone more than 300 pips. Wow, that's a massive move. If it was a one lot size trade, that's $3,000. Okay, that's $3,000. But right now it's at the level of resistance, so it has hit this level of resistance that has been there since July 18th. Can you see that? So from since July 18th, it hasn't broken this level. Okay, so we still have these levels of resistances that it has broken out. So we are seeing retesting and retesting. We can see we are working out in these areas. Can you see that? So but right now we can still call here a range. So we are in a range right now, so we still have to wait and see which direction the market may give us. But if it does break down to the downside, there's a there's a high chance that it may still come down, okay, and retest and move to the downside, which is a possibility. And of course we may still have a breakout to the upside, a retest and a move to the upside. Of course the fundamentals will confirm this, but right now I'm still watching this market. I guess because we are in a weekend time now, so I guess the markets are a little bit down. All right, so let's see what happens before the day rounds up. Let's look at USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD has been making serious moves to the downside. Can you see the series of bearish candles? Okay, I would like to see the number of pips it has moved. It has moved more than 100 pips, people. It has moved more than 100 pips. Now we're looking at it, it may be hitting a support level right now. So we're in a support level right now. Okay, so at this support level, we're looking at the possibility that price may still break to the upside. Of course, if it touches this level of resistance, it may still come back down. But if that doesn't happen, we may still see a push to the downside. Of course, a retest and a move to the downside. Of course, another point is that it may still retest this trend line. That's another thing that might occur. Okay, and still push back down, maybe giving us a new channel to the downside. Okay, so let's see what will happen. All right, let's look at the next currency pair, the euro Japanese yen. Okay, the euro yen has been making serious moves lately. Okay, across all yen pairs, we've been seeing series of movements. Okay, rallying and rallying to the upside. Of course, we can see that we have hit a level of resistance here. We are seeing we're in a small range here, but overall we are in a channel that is moving to the upside. So as you can see, we even broke this trend line here, and of course there's a high chance that we may see a retest of this area. Of course, if it doesn't hold, it will move down to this channel and of course break to the upside. But if it doesn't hold, we have a high chance that price may still go lower and of course break below, retest and move to the downside. Of course, the fundamentals may confirm it. All right, so this is a range right now. Let's see how it goes. But if this range is broken, we may see a move to the upside, people. All right, so these are the things that may happen. All right, let's look at the next currency pair, which is the USD Swiss franc. Okay, we can see it's nicely touching our trend line. Okay, of course it coincides with a level of support. We can see here we have a wick out, then we have a move to the upside, we have a rally, and we have another hit of this support area. All right, so if it does hold, we may see price moving back up here. Okay, and a move to the upside. Of course, we may see have maybe in a channel and see move back down. All right, so these are the things that might happen. And of course, if this area doesn't hold, we may have it moving down and much more going downside. All right, so we may have another trend line that it has to contend with. So this one too closes here. Okay, it crosses there, and we also have this area of support. So these are the areas to check out and see how price will move to the next level. All right, okay, let's look at the next currency pair, the Aussie USD. Okay, the Aussie USD is breaking out of our bearish channel. Can you see that? It's breaking out right now. Of course, it's trying to move up to this area of resistance. Of course, we can see that we have our 200 EMA here waiting. Okay, there's a high chance that it may hit here and see pull back down and move up to the upside. And of course, if this wicks out, of course we may see price still plunging to the downside. Okay, and of course we have this area of bearish trend line to contend with. Okay, so these are lower channel level. All right, so these are the things that might happen. Of course, the fundamentals will confirm this. All right, let's look at the next currency pair, the New Zealand USD. We have a beautiful breakout of this channel. Can you see that? Of course, we're looking for a retest and a move to the upside, but I have my moving averages branching out very well, so it may still give us a downward move, but let's see what happens. Okay, fundamentals are changing and there's high chance that we may move to the upside. Okay, and let's see if this wicks out. Of course, we may have it dropping down, and of course if this one doesn't hold, it may go down further, but if it holds, we have it moving back into this channel. Okay, this is a high chance of what might happen. All right, let's look at the next pair. Okay, we have gold. Okay, gold also is breaking out of our trend line. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's still at a level of resistance here. Okay, we're still waiting for it to break out. It's in a range right now. Of course, if we can draw another trend line here, we might see that we are trying to move to the upside. Okay, trying to move to the upside here. Let me see. So this is what might happen. All right, so there's a high chance that it may move up and hit this area, and of course drop back down and move to the upside. But if that doesn't work, we may have it moving down and of course breaking down to the downside. All right, so these are the things that might happen. All right, let's look at the next currency pair. Okay, it's not a currency pair, it's crude oil, West Texas Intermediate. Okay, it's making a bearish move right now. Okay, you can see we've been overall bearish right now. Okay, so let me zoom it in so we have a close view of what's happening. Okay, so we had a breakout of this trend line. Okay, it broke below seriously. All right, so crude oil was trading, I think, about $80 per barrel. Okay, right now it's like 83. Okay, but it's hitting our trend line now, so it's wigging out up and down. Okay, it's trying to form a doji or something, but let's see what happens. If this holds, if our trend line here holds, we have it pushing down there more, maybe lower, and still back to the 81 levels. Okay, if this does not, if this holds, it might go up and retest, and of course come back to this level of 86 to 87 dollar per barrel. Okay, but the fundamentals are very, very important in crude oil analysis. Okay, so let's look at the S&P 500. Okay, the S&P 500 is still in a bearish channel, and of course this micro channel is still giving us a bullish bias right now, but let's see what might happen. Okay, there's high chance that it may have a move to this area, and of course we may have a confluence and it may break down to the downside and of course move down further. Okay, if it doesn't hold, it may break out, retest, and move further to the upside. So these are the things that might happen to the S&P 500. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin. What's happened to Bitcoin lately? Okay, Bitcoin is in a bullish trend right now. It is also breaking out of this trend line. Okay, we can see that this area has been broken. Okay, we can see descending triangle that has happened. We have it weakening to the downside. Can you see that? All right, it broke down, it didn't retest, it just kept moving to the upside. Can you see that? Can you see that? All right, so since it has broken out of these levels, okay, we have it retesting and moving to the upside. So we may have Bitcoin trading to about $21. Okay, it's right now at about $20,000 per Bitcoin. Okay, but let's see what might happen. If it holds, you can see that this level is a strong level of resistance, so we may still have it coming down here. Okay, and trading around the 20,000 region also. And here, if here doesn't hold, we will have it breaking down and also plunging back down further, but of course it has to contend with these levels of support, so it may still bounce back to 19. All right, but let's see what might happen. All right, this is what we have for you for today. All right, we'll see you again next time for another market technical outlook. See you around.